Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from HL Talk That Thought. She divorced her perfect husband and now regrets it. Response video. Yes, I love it when they respond to their viral videos of everybody, talking shit on them for divorcing their husband. Let's see what the woman has to say. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time. Remember, show HL some love down below. I always link all the descriptions down below.
I will miss him every day of my life. I will miss him. Lucky for me, we have kids together.
You can be the good guy and win, but you have to appreciate and value the woman that you're with. You can't just be the good guy. You can't.
Damn. Imagine being the good guy, doing everything, and then still losing at the end.
Can't just be the man that pays the mortgage, the man that takes care of his kids, and the man that's loyal. That's all great. But do you love your wife? Do you date your wife? Do you prioritize your wife? Do you leave her love notes? Do you cook dinner sometimes? Or is she just the woman at home?
Welcome back, family. The woman who recently went viral for divorcing the good guy has finally responded to all the critics and pushback the internet has given her concerning her declaration stating it is okay to leave the good guy. And as usual, you won't be disappointed by the delusion and contradictions this woman is going to display in today's video. To
Sounds like
refresh
it's
your
gonna be
memory,
fun.
let's first watch her insane viral video of her telling us how it is okay to leave the good guy.
So I thought I'd talk for just a minute about this divorce that I'm going through. Because I'm sure just like I found some relatable advice through here, other people might relate to me. So I was married.
That's actually one shitty thing about the internet. Everybody can find something to relate. It's also a good thing and a bad thing. So you can find bad things to relate to on the internet. And you can always find good things to relate to on the internet. Doesn't matter what. You're going to find something to relate to. And it's not always the best that you find it.
Married for 10 years. I got married young. I was 21, barely, like 3 days, 21. Already had a baby. He was 8 weeks old at our wedding. And I remember feeling like my marriage was temporary from the beginning. Like that I wasn't gonna make it. And I didn't know what that feeling was. I just thought it was cold feet, but it kind of...
Why marry the man? This is... God. Why go through all of this? Why? Because you want that wedding, isn't it? All right? Do all of this. Terrorize the man's life, even though you don't even think you're going to stay with this man. You are literally sabotaging your marriage and sabotaging their relationship.
Manifested itself for the next 10 years. And here we are 10 years later going through a divorce. So he didn't really start this process. I guess it was more so me, because I was always looking.
It's always you.
For someone else, because I didn't know how to be loved or how to accept love.
This is the thing. Even if men left their relationship, most men see it as a failure. We wouldn't be posting our failures like this on the internet, looking for sympathy, looking for clout, looking for whatever the fuck these women are looking for.
From somebody. And so while he was fighting for me, I was pushing him away. But I never truly accepted happiness. I left the good guy. I left the guy that everybody looks at and is like, that's a dad. That's a husband. That's how it's supposed to be. He did the dishes. He cleaned the house. He took the kids to school. He worked all day. He made good money. He supported us. I mean, yeah, we had our problems, but He was the good guy.
And
So
yet you
I'm
left
here
him.
to tell you it's okay to leave the good guy.
Ouch.
Don't stay because he's the good guy. Leave because he's not the guy for you. Leave because you have to be happy. Because if you don't feel in love, then who cares if he's the good guy? And that is a harsh reality that I'm facing right now, and a lot of scrutiny from a lot of people.
This is the bullshit that when I do the passport bro videos of other people talking about passport bros, and then we see shit like this, and then the stuff that they talk about on their videos literally gets negated. They're talking about, oh, you can find a woman here, you know, you just have to be high value enough and you have to be good enough. No, it doesn't matter. The women here are just not happy. They're not satisfied, and they won't be satisfied no matter what we do, how we do it, as much as we want to do it. This is the problem with the West. This is why we rather move out and go somewhere else to find love or to find what we're looking for.
But it's okay to leave the good guy. I hope that helps you, because nobody has looked me dead in the eye and say it's okay to leave the good guy.
It's funny, she said it's okay to leave the good guy. What if we told everybody it's okay to leave those whores? Leave them whores. We'd be in so much trouble.
So, there you go. Hope that helps someone.
Remember, she said that her ex-husband was doing everything right. He was a good dad, a good husband, he did the dishes, he cleaned the house, he supported her, he even brought the kids to school. She herself said all of that from her own mouth. Now, let's watch her first response to a comment that triggered her. And you guys will see how she is going to contradict herself.
I've tried to make this video 3 times now, and I guess I just can't find the words to say. So I'm going to make it really short, but
The comment says he will find a woman that will to appreciate him. It's not a like derogatory comment or an upsetting comment in my opinion. It's just like, oh, hopefully he finds somebody better that likes him. Like, what are you triggered about?
this is one of, I don't know, 20 or 30 comments that are mostly from men on my post that are straight offended that I left a good man. Let's be clear. You can be the good guy and win, but you have to appreciate and value the woman that you're with. You can't just be the good guy. You can't just be the man that pays the mortgage, the man that takes care of his kids, and
Some women wish for those two things alone. If you could just pay the mortgage and help take care of the kids, most women are happy by that.
man that's loyal. That's all great. But do you love your wife? Do you date your wife?
It's like, bitch. I hate to say it. I hate to cuss and say the word bitch all the time. But when I hear shit, like, I have to respond. Like, do you think I toil and trouble at work for 60-hour plus to give you this wonderful lifestyle, to help take care of our kids and everything, because I'm greedy? Because I don't know that you need these things and I don't love you? Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't need to achieve so much and make so much money to give you this lifestyle if I didn't care.
Do you prioritize your wife? Do you leave her love notes? Do you cook dinner sometimes?
Love notes, really?
Do you make her feel that when she goes to work that she's appreciated? Or is she just the woman at home?
You guys know that I don't like to stop clips halfway, but I had to do it on this one because of the level of contradiction in this woman's story. Listen to what she is saying now and compare it to what she said about the kind of person her ex-husband was.
I left the good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I left the guy that everybody looks at and is like, that's a dad. That's a husband. That's how it's supposed to be. He did the dishes. He cleaned the house. He took the kids to school. He worked all day. He made good money. He supported us.
She is literally contradicting herself. She is describing the kind of person she claims that she wouldn't leave. When you let women talk for long enough, they always tell on themselves. Let's continue watching the clip.
This is a pretty presumptuous comment because I chose not to bash him on my last post, and instead I took accountability. I took accountability, but I still left.
What accountability did you take? You just said that you just need to find your own happiness. What the fuck?
He will find somebody who appreciates him if he can learn to appreciate somebody else.
Ooh.
And I'm in the same boat
someone's
as
mad.
that. I'll find that person when I'm ready to do the same. So just because I took some accountability doesn't mean that this isn't equal faults.
That wasn't an attack on you. It was just saying he'll find a man that appreciates him. You literally said that he was a good man, so everybody assumes he's a good man. So what's the problem?
So let's get that straight. But thanks for reminding me.
No, you did not take accountability for your reckless actions. Yes, he will find someone who will appreciate him if he hasn't already. You said it yourself, that he was really supportive of you. That is a form of showing appreciation. You, on the other hand, was not even 100% committed to the marriage from the beginning.
Yep.
Guys, this woman was so triggered by the comments on her video that she tried to redefine the meaning of what the good guy means.
Oh.
Now, I am warning you about this next clip where she will be trying to redefine the good guy to fit her own narrative. I know that
Trigger warning for all of us. I'll probably get a little heated on this.
the coping mechanism this woman is going to display here will be making the blood of most of you boil. But bear with me here. This is the BS we have to be familiar with so that we can know who to avoid. Let's watch.
And this is why we love your channel, brother.
So I think it's important to put an explanation, or explain at least, like what a good guy is. Because I think we're missing the key point of how this entire series at this point started. So my intro video was, it's okay to leave the good guy. So what is a good guy? The good guy is what everyone else gets to see. The good husband is what we get to see. That's what the partner sees, or the good wife in some of your situations. The good guy from the outside is the guy that goes to work every day and makes a good, honest living. That's the guy that takes care of his kids and seems present, or is present.
Seems like what he was so far from your first description.
That's the guy that seems to have all of his ducks in a row. His morals are good, his values are good, his friends are good people. From the outside looking in, everybody says that guy must be good to her.
Okay.
Because all of those things on the outside line up to be that. You see this stable, consistent guy that gets along with everybody, and everybody just thinks he must be good, okay?
This guy has to be some kind of Chad. Like, I can't imagine this guy being like a beta guy just because he got her very young. He got her in her peak. And the way she describes him, he's making good money. He provides everything. I don't see this guy being like a beta guy. So it's weird that she's going back and forth with it. And just how she's describing him. Charismatic. Everybody likes him. All these things. So even the Chads out there that want to settle down, try to find a woman, this still ends up this way.
Okay, so that's the good guy. What is a good husband? What is a good partner? Let's make it general. What is a good partner? That's somebody that has your back all the time.
You said that he supported you and your kids.
Right? Like somebody that is going to stand behind you to their families, to their friends, to everybody.
Okay.
You're their person. So they've got your back, okay? That's somebody that can be intimate with you, and it means something. You feel connected. You feel close.
You were the one that didn't feel like you were going to last in this relationship in the first place. So you were the one that was lacking that connection in the first place, sister.
Feel loved during intimate moments. that is going out of your way for your partner, even when it sort of inconveniences you. It's something that you want to do because it's something that they need from you.
Do you think we want to work? Do you think we want to provide for you? Or do you think you actually need that and that's why we're doing it for you? Oh, shocker.
Okay, it is an emotional connection. It is, do you want them to feel better? Do you know how to talk to them when they are sad or upset or overjoyed?
That's what you have friends for.
I think those are just a couple of things that make a good partner, that make a good husband or a good wife. But nobody is going to know if that person is a good husband or a good wife unless you're married to them. So, he's a good guy. Was he a good husband? Only I can answer that.
Most good men are going to be good men in all the roles they play. So stop this fucking bullshit that you're trying to make this man out to be some predator, non-caring, machismo, misogynistic guy here. Get the fuck out of here. Again, when good men are good, they're usually good men in all the roles that they play in their life, especially as a father and especially as a husband. I don't see very many good men go out there and just beat their wives or beat their kids or do horrible things. Usually good men are pretty good men overall.
I would say what I won't do is I won't bash him.
I'm just
extremely thankful for the 12 years that we spent together, and I think we learned a lot. I will miss him every day of my life. I will miss him as a human being. Lucky for me, we have kids together.
Oh, damn. Is this what my ex-wife is doing? This really reminds, because I got married at 21. It was a 12-year marriage. You know, it's been like 15, 16 years now in total. But like, is this what she's doing now? Like, I'm like, holy shit, 12 years of marriage is so long. Most relationships don't even last that long. You've already given up all of your 20s. You're in your 30s now, like your mid-30s almost. Like, what do you think is better out there? Like, he loves you. He takes care of everything. What else do you want? This is the sadness of reality. You can never satisfy these women because they were raised here so materialistically. They can never be satisfied by the simplest of things. Even if you gave them the most complicated and the most extravagant things, they're just going to want more.
Together. So hopefully we can be friends. And right now we're doing a great job at that. But we both knew that we aren't meant to be together. And will I regret that? Maybe.
You both knew, or you just decided on your own?
I don't know. I don't regret it right now. And I don't think he does either. So I think that's important to bring to the table. So many of you think that you know the whole story and you're saying, well, the good guys can't win and you're going to regret this and he deserves somebody better.
That's what I'm saying right now. HL, keep tabs on this one. I want another update.
I might, and he does, and he is a good guy, but just because you're a good guy doesn't make you a good husband, so don't get that twisted. You still have to put in the effort with the woman at home or with the man at home to make it work. You can't just be a good person and automatically think that you're...
It's just so funny when you hear a woman telling other women, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. That's some bullshit.
You're going to be a good spouse, because that's not how that works. Being a good person usually doesn't take that much effort. Being a good spouse takes effort, and it has to be effort that you're willing to put in.
I can agree that being a good person is not that much effort, but there's not a lot of good people out there, so it might not be as easy as you think it is.
And some of you said, well, were you willing to put it in? Probably not. Probably not, because it's hard to be good to somebody when you don't feel like they're being good to you. And then it's who makes the sacrifice first. And I don't know if either one of us did that. So there's my accountability for the day. You're
what?
Right.
Accountability?
It was partially my fault. 100%. I will take 50% of that 100% that it was my fault. So
I don't know if these women have amnesia or they just choose to speak and make life-changing decisions without even thinking. So let me get this straight. You knew that you didn't want to be with him from the start. You said it yourself. You always believed that this marriage was temporary. Therefore, you were always looking for something better out there.
Yep.
Do not try to include your husband into your corrupt way of thinking. You are now trying to justify your stupid decision by putting part of the blame on your ex-husband just because people are holding you accountable for your selfish actions. The only mistake your ex-husband made was to marry you in the first place. Guys, you really need to screen and vet these women properly before giving any commitments to them. Make sure to have an idea of their past life and observe how they behave when they know that you are not around. And above all, don't forget to keep your head up, focus on your goals, and everything else will follow. I love you and I appreciate you for all your support. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share to help push this content to more.
Whew, man. Good guys just don't even finish anymore nowadays. That saying that good guys finish last, no, good guys are just getting left in the dust or just get used up and abused. Shout outs to HL, always doing wonderful videos. I love that he always says he loves you to all of us at the end of the video. I think that's a wonderful thing that a lot of men don't ever hear, and most men don't ever say to each other. I love you guys too out there. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.